78 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty LDBC, Lions Den boxing community. For those who don't know, now you know. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe. Also, turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. And if you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. Let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Garcia. This man who has never been a world champion in his entire career, never fought for a legitimate world championship in his entire career, a man who has suffered from mental health issues, a man who's very indecisive, changes his mind every other day, a man who is a social media celebrity, a man who has fallen out with some of the greatest fighters of all time, one being Canelo Alvarez. He fell out with his old trainer, Eddie Reynoso, and Canelo because they said the guy would show up to the gym for photo ops, take a few Instagram pics, and then leave. But he wasn't dedicated like a real fighter. He's fallen out with his promotional company. Right? He's fired his trainers. He got moles in his camp. Just a big soap opera with this guy, right? A man who has ducked Devon Haney now for the third time officially. This man has now admitted, all right, Ryan Garcia has admitted that Devon Haney is his toughest fight. He says that he thinks Devon Haney's a tougher fight than Tank, blah, 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 and he wants to save the Devon Haney fight for last. He believes Devon has a better jab, he's longer, and stuff like that. So from Ryan's perspective, Devon is the tougher challenge for him, seeing as though he's been in the ring with Devon about 6 times in the amateurs, okay? So that's his perspective. Now, Ryan came out and told people, now this is how he ducked Devon. He came out and told people, the latest duck. He announced on social media that he was informing his team instructing his team to go after the Devon Haney fight, which is clearly a clout chase. Devon Haney was getting a lot of attention after his fight with Regis. Devon was trending everywhere. Ryan wanted to be a part of that limelight since Ryan had just fought a week before that and nobody's talking about Ryan. So he wanted to be a part of Devon Haney's popularity. So he jumped in on that and said he wanted to fight Devon Haney, right? His promoters were excited. The Zone was excited. Everybody's excited about this potential matchup. Then Ryan Garcia gets summoned by Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd whispers sweet nothings in his ear. Ryan believes Floyd's his friend, and Floyd's giving him good advice, all this corny stuff. Then he comes out and says he wants to fight Roelly Romero. And Roelly Romero fight is going to make the Devon Haney fight bigger. I'm going to fight Roelly first and then make the Devon Haney fight bigger. Why? Because he says that he wants to pick up a belt. But mind you, this is the same Ryan Garcia that ducked Devon Haney a couple years ago. He said belts didn't matter. Along with Tank Davis, all them guys, their motto was belts don't matter. When you're a star like me, belts don't matter. And they made fun of Devon Haney for going after the belts, becoming undisputed. They said belts don't matter. Now, when that theory is being put to the test, all these guys are chasing belts. Now, Ryan wants a belt before he gets in the ring with Devon Haney. Why? Because he wants to equal out the playing field on the money, right? But I thought your popularity is all that mattered. Now, all of a sudden, Tank Davis gets elevated to the WBA super champion, having never won it in the ring. I repeat, having never won it in the ring, but he could have had an opportunity, all right? When Gervonta Tank Davis had an opportunity to fight Devon Haney when Devon Haney was at lightweight, and Devon Haney tried to force the WBA to make Tank Davis the regular champion, fight him, the super champion. And the WBA informed Team Haney that, look, Tank Davis' team told us, you can't make us do anything. We nobody's mandatory. We'll drop your belt if you try to force us to fight Devon Haney. That's a flat-out duck. Then the LB reiterated that by coming out, saying it again. Let me see if I got that clip. I don't know if I got it. Let me see.
Champion. Do you see a head-on collision with Devon Haney in 2020?
Who knows?
I didn't make it out.
Yeah, no, I know. Tank is a world champion, and he's nobody's mandatory. Any way you look at it and you say this, Tank ain't nobody's mandatory. We call it all the shots in anything we do. any and everything we do. All these guys can get in line. Nobody's telling us what to do. We doing things the way we want to do them.
Okay, that's the clip right there. So you just heard Leonard Elby say the same thing that the WBA said that they told them in private. Leonard Elby comes out and does an interview and said the same thing. So Tank Davis could have fought Devon Haney for undisputed, okay? But he turned it down, right? Now Devon Haney's at 140, beating Regis Prograis. He's WBC champion. And everybody's crying about, oh, Devon's picking on Tank. And well, why can't Devon come back down to 135? But ain't nobody got time for this nonsense. It's a bunch of ducks going on in boxing, okay? A bunch of flat-out ducks. Floyd Mayweather is the ringleader behind all of the ducking. He's the one encouraging these guys to duck. He's the one giving all these young fighters bad advice. He's telling these young fighters that belts don't matter. Get your money. You can't or legacy don't pay bills. All this stuff he's saying, but as soon as he hopped in front of a camera, he started talking about all his accomplishments. Ain't that funny? Ain't it funny how as soon as Floyd get in front of a camera, he started talking about his accomplishments, how many world champions he beat, how many world championship fights he's been in, but then you telling Tank and Ryan that those things don't matter. Conveniently. Ain't it funny? Unbelievable. So at the end of the day, so then you got Ryan Garcia complaining about the A side. He's trying to make it seem as though he turned down the Devon Haney fight or turned down the Devon Haney negotiations or changed his mind about the fight due to some A side flex, which is ridiculous. Because Devon Haney, Team Haney and Team Garcia hadn't started real negotiations yet. Oscar De La Hoya just did an interview saying when he gets done with this Virgil Ortiz situation, he's going to put all his energy into negotiating the Devon Haney fight for Ryan Garcia. All right. So what is Ryan talking about? Devin, he's trying to insinuate that Devin priced himself out. First of all, Ryan, you were on the record saying that the ball was in Devon Haney's court, right? All you wanted is to be treated fairly. That's what you said. You said you just wanted to be treated fairly. So that's suggesting that you don't think you're the A side because you want to be treated fairly. Cool. And when I heard that, I said, okay, Ryan got some sense. This should be an easy fight to make. Your own father just did a video the other day. Your own father, Ryan, said that Devon Haney is the A side in the negotiations because he's the champion. We've never been a champion. That's what he just said. Ryan, I don't know who you think you're fooling. You're not fooling me with it, okay? You can fool some of these other guys and the whole Mayweather scam y'all running, pretending like Golden Boy and Mayweather promotion don't get along. It's a big scam. Ryan Garcia does not sell out arenas. He doesn't. He doesn't sell pay-per-views. He doesn't. The only time this kid has ever sold anything is when he fought Gervonta Tank Davis, and he's trying to use that as leverage against every other opponent he has to face. And it's ridiculous. The man has never fought in an actual world championship bout. The man has never held a world championship. He's never sold pay-per-views outside the one pay-per-view fight he had with Gervonta Tank Davis. Then his very next fight, after selling $1.3 million with Tank, his very next fight is on regular. Oh, well, I don't believe all fights are pay-per-view. Cap. If you could sell 250,000 pay-per-views, they would put you on pay-per-view every time. They would do it every time. Ryan Garcia is a scam artist. The way they marketed this kid has worked wonders for them. For the ignorant out there, they believe this kid is a star, even though the numbers don't suggest that. He has a huge social media following that has not translated into dollars. It just hasn't. Mayweather Promotions saw this kid and they helped build him up, right? They helped build this kid up. They knew he was trash, but they kept building him up, inviting him to the fights, and they interviewing him. Look, Showtime notorious for never showing nobody no love if you ain't with Showtime. But every time Ryan Garcia showed up to one of the events, they interviewing him, they talking. They've been building this kid up better than DAZN because they wanted him to be food for Tank. You understand? They wanted him to be a fool. They knew he was all fluff. But Ryan, he can't see that. See what I'm saying? He can't see. He don't understand. He wants to be friends with these guys. This is how you know Ryan is like he's not all there. You know what I'm saying? Upstairs. He's easily manipulated, easily taken advantage of. Like this is to say, look, this dude went to a whole camp with Joe Goosen. He got a mole in his camp, and the mole is telling Team Davis everything that's going on in his camp. He didn't even know it. He didn't even know it. Then he quit. He quit in the fight. Get hit with a body shot and quit. What people do? Make excuses for his behavior. Oh, well, you never been hit with a shot like that before. Man, you gotta respect these guys, man. This guy, man, get out of here with this nonsense, bro. He quit. If you get up after the referee say 10, you get up with no problem, then you quit. He curved out. That's all there is to it. Came there, got a payday, and he quit. And now, he's going to fight Roelly. Well, he wants to fight Roelly, but we don't know if that fight's going to happen because Roelly is obligated to face his mandatory, which is the Amazonian elder. So unless they pay the Amazonian elder, Barossa, what's his name, Barossa? Unless they pay him some step-aside money, I don't know how that's going to happen. There's no guarantee that Ryan beats Roelly. I'm telling you right now, if Roelly knock Ryan out, I never want to hear from Ryan Garcia ever again in the sport, in life. He better not start begging for no fights from Devon Haney and nobody else. This kid has been played like a fiddle. Seriously. And everybody trying to justify this. Well, it makes sense, though. It makes sense for him to turn down the Haney fight. It makes sense for Ryan because, it makes sense. It makes sense if you don't want to see Devon Haney whoop him. If you don't want to see Devon Haney whoop Ryan, then it makes sense for you. Just keep it real. You dudes don't like Devon Haney, and you have stooped to the all-time low of now justifying people ducking him. Well, it makes sense. If you do the business sense, it's like this, Ryan, he go pick up a belt. No, he don't get to use that excuse because belts don't matter. That's what he said. That's what all you dudes was arguing with us 2 years ago saying. Now you're trying to flip the script? Now he need a belt? You can't have it both ways. Which one is it? Oh, belts don't matter, man. Nobody need them belts. Well, Devin Haney proved otherwise. He wouldn't have got them, okay? He wouldn't have got the belts. So we'll see what happens here. Y'all let me know what y'all think. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty ldbc. Smash that like button on the way out. We're out of here. Deuces.